Good morning, my friends, or afternoon. Hello, whenever you see this. I'm going to talk about the astrology for the weekend. So November 11, 12, and 13. Now, I know I haven't been here in a while for my regulars. Hello, welcome back. Welcome me back. I'm going to go into the community where I write you guys notes and let you know what's been going on. Nothing wrong, just busy. I'll fill you in over there. So go check that out too. So today we're going to talk about, we're still in the after effects of the eclipse, and we have some aspects astrologically that we'll really be feeling it over the weekend. Okay. And today I'm recording this on Friday, first thing in the morning on November 11th. And that is Veterans Day. Thank you, veterans. Everybody in my family is one. And I'm sure you know some too. And we thank them for their service and for our freedom. Very important to remember that here in the United States and everywhere. Now, it's also an 11/11, so that's a portal day from what I read and hear from lots of other people. Numerology, 11's master number. So that gives us, we can feel like we have some authority and we have an opportunity to shift some energy if that resonates with you, if that's a focus for you. I'm going to show you the astrology of what 11/11, what today is all about, November 11th. Here we are. And now the energy of this is quite unique. Well, it's not unique, but it's definitely a day that we have a lot to work with. The stresses, we will feel some stresses. So we have a lot to consider. And when astrologically, in the way I see it, when we're feeling stresses about something, it's an opportunity to stop and to figure out what is most important. What is it that I need to do to move through this stress or move away from the stress or alleviate it, okay? Now, we do have stress. We have Moon Mars conjunct first thing in the morning. It will be separating by 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, we're all feeling it. We were feeling it throughout the night. You may not have slept well. Who knows? But the energy of this, the Moon Mars conjunction once a month, it's very dynamic. We can really feel it, especially if you have any planets around those degrees of 24. You would have to know your astrology a little bit to know that. And if you don't, that's okay too. Just know that, if you feel like you got so much going on in your head, you need to slow it down and purposefully slow it down with intention and work on what is your present moment decisions or activities. And that is also true because we have this yod configuration that we started off November 11th with. And it's like a domino effect, when something just, in some people's mindsets, when something goes wrong first thing in the morning, the whole day is ruined. Now, I don't want you to do that. And that's not the case. It never is, but it can be if that's what you want to make it. All right. I know that's sarcastic. It's not sarcastic because that is how I believe. That's my actual belief so this configuration may start the day off with some people feeling like they just can't do anything right, everything goes wrong, etc. This is what the configuration of the yod can represent. But what it really represents is an opportunity for enlightenment, for understanding, and for growth. And to know that when we have Moon and Mars, quincunx Mercury and Venus, this is about, what is it what information is valuable to me? What research, we're talking research, that's Venus in Scorpio. It's going to erase her. I'm making a mess here. Venus in Scorpio and Mercury in Scorpio is what I value in the research I've been doing and the deeper dive into things where I've been going. All right. And the quincunx over here, Pluto is separating from that quincunx soon. Well, actually, Venus is faster than Pluto. Pluto's retrograde. I said Pluto. I meant Mars. Venus is separating. Mars is retrograde. We'll talk about Pluto in a second. So with these configurations the way they are, that is information, making adjustments. And once you make an adjustment about something, then, you can settle in it. But then it could be an hour later, you need to make a new adjustment, even in the same category. Now, when we have Moon, Mars conjunction in that quincunx to Pluto, there is power issues, control, things such as that. So where is that in your life? And sometimes, we can see, who has the power, who has control, who doesn't. and it feels tough for some people and not for others. But however, this is going to move on rather quickly. Within a few hours, this aspect between the moon and the quincunx between the moon and Pluto will be over, and it will be another day before the Venus, excuse me, the Venus-Mars quincunx will be over. Again, that makes a yod, the apex planet, which are these two right here. They're saying, what's important now? What's important now? Okay. And just look at the now. We don't have to think that far ahead at this moment in time. And if you are interested in stepping into that new energy through the 1111 gates, if you will, into something new and fresh, you can do that. You can do that with the energy that you have, whatever is important to you. All right. All right. Moving on. Here we have Saturday. Excuse me. I have to cough. Hold on. I'm back. All right. Here is Saturday, the 12th of November. Now, this aspect is in play throughout the day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So this is just when it is an exact aspect. If you want to know the date and the time, oopsies, we didn't mean to do that. You can see it right up there in the top corner. That's for my latitude and longitude. And so here's Mercury at 22, and here is Neptune at 22. They're both in water signs. And so to me, that is about getting connected. You know, it's a nice aspect. That quincunxes and the yod that we have on Friday the 11th shifts now and becomes a little more easier, because here we can escape Neptune in Pisces, Mercury in Scorpio. They're both water. It's a beautiful water trine. The moon's going to be coming into that over the weekend when it gets to 22 degrees, and it will have this grand trine in water throughout the weekend. So we actually have an opportunity for soft weather, a lot of rain in some areas. The moon's way out of bounds. So in the sign of Cancer, we're going to have an awful lot of feeling sensitive energy. So in a generalized statement, that tells me is that we need to be, we're very sensitive. So if that sensitivity feels uncomfortable for you, remove yourself from the situation. And in a very positive, well, that's positive too, but another beautiful way we can use this is if we are creative, creating dreams, spending time creating things, like actually making stuff, is a way that we can use the energy of when this becomes an exact grand trine in in water. So we have that opportunity. And then what else do we have? I got 3 charts here. I got 4 charts. Here it is as well. Here we are moving into Sunday, but we got Venus sextile Pluto. We already have Venus sextile Pluto. It's already in play here on Saturday, the 12th. The exact aspect is this date right here. Look at the top corner, November 13th. 2:41 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And together, those are very nice. You know, I like that energy because here we can actually do our best to try to receive, begin receiving, be open to receiving. That's Venus in Scorpio. She wants to receive, and she wants to, bond with people on a very deep level. All right. And when making that sextile to Pluto and Capricorn is a feminine sign, and so is Scorpio. They're very receptive. Bring it in. So we want to bring it in. And then these guys are over here making it's a little bit wide, but there's also a sextile between Jupiter, Neptune, and Pluto, and then a trine between all of these people. That is fantastic. All we have to do is get that moon up there into 22 degrees. Hey, I'm going to animate this chart. Let's see if we can get that. That's not the chart I want. Here we are. Let me animate this chart. And let's go. Let's get that moon at 22. And then we're going to see that grand trine in the sky. Here it is. And, it's in the middle of the night. No, it's in the afternoon. It is November 13th, so Sunday. Here it is, 2-3 in the afternoon, when there's a fantastic grand trine in water. The moon will be opposite Pluto on Sunday. It's called a kite. You can see the figuration in there. It does look like a kite, which means trines, sextiles, opposition. Sunday looks like a fantastic day for that. We do still have Mercury Mercury and the sun are making that quincunx to Mars, and that will be Sunday into Monday. That's a little difficult. Yeah, Sunday, Mercury and Mars are quincunx. And then it goes all the way. We don't see it again actually until it gets to the 15th. So we're talking about the weekend for now, but it is coming in. All right. What that means coming in, I want you once again to look at where you have to make some adjustments. When it comes to these quincunxes, we don't have to think of them as the end. It's not the end of the world. What it is it creates opportunity for shifts and changes. And we don't get stuck. We don't get stuck because it says, this is really difficult. You need to make this adjustment right now. It's as simple as that. It's just like you see, like your GPS, when you're driving. I don't know about you, but my Waze sometimes sends me all over the effing place. And sometimes if you have your GPS on and you see that there's a traffic jam ahead or an accident, and you're immediately going to go a different way. It's that kind of adjustment. Will it make you late? It might. But when we have these astrological configurations that seem a little bit difficult, we just need to be more malleable, more mutable, and make the changes that need to happen. Just simple. It's simple as that. As simple as that can be, right? All right, Astro dice. Well, I don't like those. I'm going to do something else. We ask spirit. This is what we do with the Astro dice and the little fingers up in the air. If you don't have any, you don't have to buy them in the tin. In the tin, they're like $50. It's that kind of crazy price. But you can buy these just at any dice. It's a gaming location. They're like this. I have some others that are just really plain. I like the jewel tone. They're very pretty. Libra. What's in Libra? Oh, North Node is in Libra in the 8th house. Oh my goodness. So we ask spirit with the, I better write that down before I forget. We ask spirit, North Node in Libra in the 8th. So we ask spirit to give us a little more information about just the weekend through the Astro dice. They don't have anything to do with where the planets are in the sky. It's the roll of the dice. So they added information with the North Node. The North Node represents that collective life path, the collective community, humanity as a whole, honestly, and what we're striving for. So in the sign of Libra, what it's saying is look for the harmony, look for the balance. The 8th house is that house of transformation. So this is an opportunity, if you choose, and I especially think of the 1111 as well. It's an opportunity for us to collectively take the information we just received from the astrology, take the information you receive from those that you enjoy when you look at the tarot or you look at their ascension information, and just know that if you choose this weekend, and today especially is a day where we can initiate and bring some new things through. We just finished a full moon lunar eclipse, and that full moon lunar eclipse, we're still in the full moon phase at the time of this recording. It will shift into the next phase after that. It is still about the awareness around what's going on in our own lives. Okay. So that's what that represents. And last but not least, I got 20 minutes before my next client. That's what's been keeping me busy. I will tell you while I'm shuffling. I had a dear friend, a dear colleague has not been well, and she needed a break so she could heal and send her clients. She's been sending her clients over to me. I have my own client list, and she's been sending her clients to me since May, and she actually passed away on October 21st. And so I've been, my business, just my client list has just doubled, and I'm honored that she trusts me to take care of her clients. Yes, just leave it at that. I don't want to cry. Spirit Keeper of the North. Wow, that's an ancestor card. Now it represents winter in the northern, represents winter. And in the winter, we're not there yet. We're in the fall still, but in the winter is a time to withdraw, to go within, to rest, and to take your time. I'm going to grab the deck here. I have not worked with these I've been busy. You know me. um, so yeah, it is. That's exactly what it is. It's in the medicine wheel. Actually, it symbols that dark time of year, the cold part of the winter, the dark of the moon. So spirit keeper of the north is that opportunity again to work with yourself, to work on releasing the things that you need to release. And so that is really appropriate as we move closer and closer into, we are in that waning lunar phase. So, and again, that full moon eclipse, eclipses represent an opportunity, and full moons, especially an opportunity to recognize what is important to you, what isn't working, and how you can step forward into the things that are positive and release and just move away from the things that don't work for you anymore. Things have its time. It doesn't have to be dramatic and just be, it's time for us to release this. It's time for you, for me to let go of this thing as opposed to that thing. And that's what we have here. That's what the weekend is. It can be quite healing. We have some adjustments to make. We have some beautiful creative energies with that grand trine in water. But we start the weekend today with the yods, which can be uncomfortable, but we definitely need to make those adjustments too. That's what we got going on here, everybody. Thank you so much. And you know the routine. Please share this in your environment, in your social groups. I would really appreciate that. That is if you like it. And you know where I am. Blessings, everybody. And namaste.